On behalf of Dynacom Tankers Management, welcome on board this vessel. On board this vessel, we care about your safety, the safety of the vessel, her complements, and your well-being. Please watch this short video carefully in order to stay safe on board this vessel. The crew on board this vessel is well trained to handle any kind of emergency. In case of an emergency, please follow their instructions. To begin with, here is a message from our Managing Director.
Welcome on board. We are committed to take safety matters very seriously and would encourage all visitors and joiners on board to exercise safe practices. This not only helps us maintain high safety standards, but it also makes it easy to implement safeguards for the safety of all personnel on board. The vessel's crew will be courteous and cater for all on-board needs, but there is certain contribution that will be needed from all on-board personnel.
In this respect, I wish you to remind of certain key points.
Alcohol consumption on board is strictly forbidden for all the visitors. For the joining crew members, company's alcohol policy will be strictly followed. Smoking is only allowed in designated smoking areas. It is forbidden to smoke anywhere else. The smoking areas are properly highlighted inside the accommodation. If in doubt, ask the onboard crew about the smoking room locations. The use of lighters, igniters is strictly forbidden. For lighting up your cigarette, only use the provided safety matches in the smoking areas. For the purpose of clarity, smoking includes traditional tobacco cigarettes, e-cigarettes, vapes, and EQ cigarettes. Use of electronics and mobile phones is only allowed inside accommodation. This includes smartwatches and fitness trackers. For all the visitors on board, the electronics and mobile phones must be switched off before climbing the gangway and before leaving the accommodation. These items can be switched on and used only when you're inside accommodation. Photography and videography is restricted on this vessel. It can only be conducted after permission from the master. After his permission is obtained, only use intrinsically safe cameras in gas hazardous zones. For the sake of simplicity, get your equipment checked by the relevant department in charge before taking any photos or videos to verify if your equipment is safe. While on board, we strictly encourage a stress-free environment. This means that work rest hours should be properly followed. If you're in doubt about your physical, mental health, or stress levels, don't shy away in conveying your concerns to the senior officer. We want a mentally and physically healthy you on board. We endeavor to provide all the basic needs for free. Don't shy away from taking a bite of the food whenever you may need. The internet is also available on board for crew members, so go ahead and take your free internet from the management officer on board. Take a hot water shower whenever you feel so. Hop in the gym to refresh yourself, or take a dip in the vessel's swimming pool, or just enjoy the view from the vessel's bridgeway. We wish you a safe, healthy, and productive stay on board.
On board this vessel, we are committed to the safety and well-being of all the seafarers and visitors on board. And our HSSC manager, Captain Efandis, would like to introduce you to some basic safety practices that you should follow once you're on board.
Dear colleague, welcome on board. The most important resource on board the ship is its people, and we make every effort to provide a safe and healthy living and working environment for both our crew and our visitors. To achieve this goal, we have established some basic rules and procedures that need to be followed by everyone on board in order to create and maintain a safe culture and environment. Respect others. Be always cooperative. Be professional. Be responsible. Always wear the proper personal protective equipment. In case of you need to replace PPE or you miss the PPE, please report it to the department head. To clarify, the head for the deck department is the chief officer, the ship safety officer, and for the engine department is the chief engineer. Please note that PPE matrix is included in our procedure and is posted in several locations on board the ship, such as the recreation rooms, the changing rooms, the smoking rooms, and many other places in accommodation in the engine room. So please refer and use it. Make sure you are using the correct PPE for the task you will be performing. Speaking about tasks, we have developed a system where each task is planned, risk assessed, and there are safe work procedures for the proper execution. In addition, there are certain important tasks for which a special permit needs to be issued. Before starting any task, make sure that you read the relevant procedures, ask questions, and report any suggestions you may have that can improve the system. In case of permit needed, please make sure that you have signed also the relevant permit. Take a few minutes to have a productive toolbox talk meeting with your colleagues and your fellow crew members before starting a task. Never start a task unless you have agreed to and you feel comfortable with the procedures to be followed. While on board, you may notice other crew members involved in other activities, but in general persons on board the ship doing something unsafe, or you may observe an unsafe condition. For those cases, please exercise the Stop Work Authority system. We have it and we call it CTS, Cease Task System. Make use of it even if you are in doubt. it is very, very important to intervene and stop any unsafe act or condition you may observe. Remember that it is your responsibility and you have the full power from the owners and the top management to intervene and stop any unsafe act or condition you may observe. There will never be consequences to you, and believe me, this is our commitment to you. In case of somebody shows you a CTS card, you need to stop, you need to cease the task you are performing at that time. The supervisor will gonna investigate the case and he will gonna make sure that all the unsafe elements will gonna be corrected or removed before resuming the task. Before closing, I want to highlight the importance of Speak Out email communication system. This is an open email communication system, and with the use of your personal email, existing or newly created one, you can report serious cases to the owners and to the top management. By the term top management, we mean the MD, Managing Director, and the DPA. Nobody else on board or ashore can see the contents of that message. You report directly to them only. Last but not least, I want you to know that you are not alone there. We are here to assist you, and this is our duty to make our ships safer and improve the wellness and well-being condition on board the fleet vessels. Your feedback is vital for us. Please feel free to report. In case of you feel alone, you feel stressed, you feel depressed, please contact us. Contact me or contact the company psychologist. You can find the contact information in several locations on board the ship. We wish you a pleasant stay on board this Dynacom ship and have always safe seas. Thank you.
These are just a few of the basic safety rules that you must follow whenever you're on board a vessel. In the next video, we'll talk about the basic familiarization that you must go through whenever you board a vessel. With a hope for tailwinds and the safe seas, it's goodbye for now.